Ducks, ducks, ducks. Do I have your attention now? Good. Everyone loves ducks. If you think they're not super cute, then let's face it, you're lying to yourself. These creatures waddle around and just have a grand old time doing whatever they want. How can anyone not love them? Well, what happens when you combine the wonderful world of ducks with a viral animated song? I'll tell ya. The early years of YouTube were a special time, home to viral videos of all shapes and sizes. You never knew exactly what would be the next big thing, but the most well-known videos always got people talking. Back in 2009, there was a surprisingly catchy song that entered everyone's brains and never found a way to escape because it was just so good. That's where we get to the Duck song, which took the internet by storm and pretty much changed everything in the YouTube landscape. The actual song itself was made by a guy named Brian Odin, but what most people remember is the animation that plays alongside it, created by YouTuber ForestFire101. The Duck song opens up with the most simple concept in the world. Literally just a cute duck friend wanting some grapes. That's it. That's all she wrote. Everything here is drawn in a rough Microsoft Paint style, but honestly, that just helped bring in the classic aesthetic this is known for. In an earworm of a song, the duck and this lemonade stand dude have brief conversations about the situation they're in. One of them wants grapes, and the other tries to convince him to have lemonade instead. The song feels like it repeats over and over again, but no, it's not the same exact thing every time. As the man slowly goes insane, his dialogue keeps changing with each encounter. Now, towards the end of the duck song, you expect once again to hear the question, "Got any grapes?" But we're suddenly hit with the biggest plot twist in cinema history, one that even Shyamalan himself can't compete with.
Got any glue? What? Got any glue? No, why would I? Oh, then one more question for you.
Say the line, Bart!
Got any grapes?
Anyway, the man decides to take the duck to the store for some grapes, and he's super ungrateful, so he ends up just wanting lemonade by the end. Come on, duck. Why you gotta be like this? Now this video has hundreds of millions of views. It was one of the biggest in the OG YouTube days. Some people would probably wonder why a random animated song about a talking duck would do this well, and I think it's a combination of a few different things. For one, the song is phenomenal, but in the worst way possible. You don't really want to obsess over it, but it just gets stuck in your head anyway. Another reason people loved the duck song is because the concept is nice and simple. You immediately understand what's going on. It's a funny situation, and because it only lasted 3 minutes, everyone could spam the replay button and never get tired of it. The Duck song's success eventually led to a spin-off song called Honey Bear. This was clearly made as an attempt to bring new viewers in to a different kind of series. Honey Bear featured the same singer and charm, but it just wasn't nearly as well known as the Duck song. Now let's make one thing clear. This was not the end of Duck. No way. It was only the beginning. In November 2009, just a few months after the song that brought everyone together, we had a sequel. In this version, the duck walks up to a corner store and says to the woman running the store, "Got any grapes? Haha, hey, bet you didn't see that one coming, eh?" The Duck song too is predictable, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It was all about the adventures between Duck and someone else who just doesn't want to deal with him. This followed the same formula, and it gave fans more. Of course, the trilogy can't be complete without The Duck Song 3, which premiered in April 2010 and acted as the final video in the series. We listened to another Duck story, and Duck has finally found his way back to the lemonade stand that started it all. This isn't the exact same as what came before though, since the tune of the song is pretty fresh.
Ba, ba, ba. He said to the man who was running the stands. Ba, ba, ba. Hey, bum, 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 follow me.
I could complain about how this is just a rehash of the original video, but if I have to be completely honest, this is still so fun to watch. The song is catchy and the world is welcoming. We also end up getting a crossover between the Lemonade Man and the cashier. I ship it. Before saying goodbye to Duck forever, we get a glimpse of his family. They're looking pretty rad. I just have a few questions. Why do these real ducks have a rubber ducky? Is this rubber ducky actually alive and part of the family? I don't need sleep. I need answers. And you know what? We legit have some answers surrounding his backstory. Yeah, that's right. There's Duck song lore. It can be found in the official book that released in 2012, and get your tissues ready, cause this is a feels trip. The duck was the last egg to hatch that spring. By the time he had broken out of his shell, his siblings were already past the ABCs of quacking and had advanced to waddling and swimming. The duck wanted to waddle into the lake with his friends, but Mother Goose, the swim teacher at Webfoot Elementary, noticed something unusual about him. He had no webbing on his feet. Unable to swim as well as his siblings, the duck waddled along the shore feeling sorry for himself. Teary-eyed, he didn't see the fishing line until it was too late. The more he struggled, the more entangled he became. Hearing the duck's struggles, a boy came along and rescued him. Noticing his tears, the boy sat down and asked him if he wanted any grapes. The duck couldn't speak human, so how could he refuse? The two became immediate friends, and every weekend, until the boy left for college, they shared grapes by the shore. One day, the duck saw a man behind a lemonade stand who reminded him of his good friend. So the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, I need a minute. Ever since the original Duck songs premiered on YouTube, the world has not been the same. The entirety of mankind is separated into two time periods. Before Duck Song blessed our lives, and then after. But in all seriousness, this felt ahead of its time. Nowadays, you always hear the simple catchy tunes expanding to something bigger than anyone could imagine, and the best present day example I can think of is Baby Shark. This cute duck paved the path for YouTube's future, and that's kinda cool. But one of the most surprising things about all this is that even more than 10 years later, people still remember and talk about the Duck song. Head on over to the comments section and it's so active. Like, why is this even happening? Oh yeah, let's not forget what happened in June 2020. A bunch of different creators came together to form the Duck Song Reanimated. It's still the song you remember, but this time shown in a brand new way that reinvents the style. I think it's awesome what everyone brought to the table here, and the fact that it was even a project in the first place just goes to show how massive this duck became. If a bunch of people can care this much about a Microsoft Paint duck more than 10 years later, it's safe to say he's left an impact. The Duck song's modern popularity doesn't stop there though, and I genuinely can't believe I'm still going on about this. We know that the videos were a part of classic YouTube, right? Well, there's a company called U2's. They make figures about memes and random stuff from YouTube. This of course allows for everyone's favorite duck friends to take the spotlight. We made the duck from the legendary duck and the lemonade stand music video. Standing 4.8 inches tall, our art team added sculpted grapes on top of the head of the duck and a lemonade pitcher beside the duck's hand to show our take on the lyrics of the original song. On the floor is spilled lemonade from the pitcher. I don't really even like figures, but look at this dude. He's so happy. Overall, the Duck song was, and still is, iconic. He's just here to make everyone smile, and based on how far he's come, I think that goal is a success. It doesn't matter how much time passes, he will never be forgotten. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.